cannot read PDFs, cannot read open-ended EPUB books or open-ended PDFs, or even Kindle options. Okay, you can't read Kindles on there. Okay. Amazon, for example, Amazon Kindle, second generation here, right? Only Kindle options. Will not be able to take EPUB books or PDFs or any of the other options, right? And you can't listen to audiobooks on this device. This one, you can't listen to audiobooks to this device. Right? Fire, right? You can. It requires a little extra knowledge, okay? You can. They haven't listed it here, but I say you can. It just requires additional stuff. They should change that. Yes, you can listen to audiobooks there. Okay? So the Kindle DX or the Kindle Touch and so on and so forth. So for those of you who have the Kindle, you'll find your options here. Okay? iPad, for example, look at that. Kindle can take Kindle books also. Can take EPUB books and OEPUB books. This is open-ended publication, meaning it may not have digital rights associated to it. Okay? And can listen to audiobooks and even Windows formatted books. So, right, the iPhone, etc., etc. Let's go to the Nook. That's the other popular one. And still an A. All right. C, D, and C. Wow. Kobu box. That's another popular one. Kobu. But not popular enough for this. Pan Digital is another popular one that's coming out. It has the Android platform behind it. That's why it's a good, strong competitor. Right? It's very competitive to the Kindle Fire and even the iPad up in that realm.
You went too far. You can't.
Oh, sorry, the meter rate. Yes.
So would you have to download the overdrive to get even the Kindle?
Yes, we'll talk about that a little later. Yeah. And. Okay, oh, I skipped the Nook. Probably because it's Barnes & Noble's Nook. Maybe they have it listed as Barnes & Noble. All right. There it is, Barnes & Noble's Nook, right? So as you can see, the Barnes & Noble's Nook Color is able to handle audiobooks and MP3, right? EPUB books, etc. cannot handle Kindle type books, okay? Can handle first edition, okay? Is that the one you have? First edition? This one? Oh, yes. MP3, I was wrong. All right, Barnes & Noble second edition, Barnes & Noble tablet. So as you can see, that's the particular settings or options for that. Okay? Questions about at least getting to this website and finding out whether your device is compatible or not?
Is that the only purpose of this website?
Yes, that's the only purpose of this website. Yes. Well, there is one more purpose. We'll come back to this. You'll get the software that you need to in order to read or manage the books. It's kind of here.
Show me again on the library site what you.
Yeah. Every time, every option on there will have a link that says use on ebook compatible. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out this book for the sake of checking out this book. Let's start off with. Let me take a poll. How many of you have a Kindle? How many have other? Okay. Damn, split. All right, let's start off where I clicked on this link. Okay. Actually, let's just go in order. Let's start off with the Kindle book. Okay. Let's go from top to bottom. Start in that order. So I'm going to first check out a Kindle book. Okay. So add to cart. Great. You'll get a notice of your shopping cart. Right now, I only have one book in the cart. If I were to go back, there's a continue to browsing. I can continue to add to that list and eventually check out my entire cart.
You can do as many as you want.
Good question. You are limited to 5, okay, books at a given time. Okay, you'll see that later. We'll explain to you as you go through the process here. But essentially, your lending period for this book is 7 days. This library subscribes to a 7-day lending period policy. Okay? If you made a mistake, like you sneezed and you hit the button incorrectly, you can hit remove at that time and go back and choose another.
Can you mix up devices at this point?
Yes. Yep. It doesn't matter if you're checking out an ebook or an audiobook or whether it's for the Kindle or your other device. you're just checking out, the library system only sees that you're checking out something, right? And it's still going to deduct from your 5, right? Even though it's the same book. Okay? So proceed to checkout. So this is just confirming here. Okay? This is sort of the workaround for those of you who want to extend your lending period. There's a 14-day checkout option to extend it to 14 days, but 7 days is the default for the library. Okay? Now at the bottom, here's your notes. Maximum checkouts allowed at one given time per library card is 5. So if your kids have a library card and you can take their particular, 5 books, okay? So you can choose or select as long as the library card is per library card. Okay? Current number of titles that I have checked out are none right now. But if I do check this out right now, that would increase to 1, and I only will have 4 remaining books essentially after I've checked it out. Does that make sense? That's just math. Okay?
After that 14 or 7 days, it just disappears.
Yeah, well, the book doesn't disappear. Your ability to read the book will end there.
And there's no extension.
Yes, you can. That depends on the device. Whether the device is capable of requesting a renewal. Okay? And it's also returning. I'll talk about returning a book if you do that, if you don't want to wait for the lending period to expire. So we're going to confirm checkout. Okay? Great. Now you're left with this little button here. We're in the Kindle right now, so everyone focus on the Kindle. So when I hit Get for Kindle, it will jump to the Amazon website. Okay? And the library, again, not this library, but just the Suffolk County system, obviously has a partnership or licensure with Amazon. That's why it says get your public library loan. Okay? Assigned. So that's that. Due to publisher restrictions, this book cannot be delivered wirelessly and must be downloaded and transferred via USB. Okay? So it's important to read. You currently have no devices registered that support transferring via USB. That's because I haven't registered my computer. So, for those of you who have
If you register your Kindle, then it will
Yep.
be okay.
Yeah, exactly. But in this case, this book, not even then can you do that. Okay? So there's 2 options here now. Now with this book, there's 2 options. I can download it to my computer and transfer it. That's the only option that this book gives me, at least by that little note there. Other books will give you the second option, where it gives you the ability to send it wirelessly to your device. So you will get it. As long as your device is capable of connecting to the web, it will be downloaded on there and ready for you to read. Okay? So that's that. Here, I don't have the, it doesn't allow me to send it to my device, so it asks me to download it. But you have to have an Amazon account. This is obvious. Now, if you have a Kindle, it asks you to register anyway at the beginning when you set up your Kindle to create an Amazon ID. Okay? So you have that already set up. Great. The other thing is you have to register your devices. So the Kindle that you have, your husband or wife's Kindle, your kids' Kindles, all Kindles have to be registered. And in addition, your computer that you're managing in order to send this stuff out there. I, for example, have not managed this because this is not my, my computer, right? So I haven't set it up. But you can learn more about setting this up. Okay, if at that point you hit a roadblock, you hit learn more, and it'll tell you about, checking out the book or particulars. Okay? And so I'd have to register my computer on here. Okay? So let me check out a book that does not have that limitation. Okay? I need to check out the library. So let's see, which one was available? Let's see, Alice in Wonderland. It's a very common book. And only show me available copies. Okay. Sure. This one sounds great. Alice Munro. Okay, proceed to checkout. Okay, and confirm checkout. Get for Kindle. Great. So this one has the option. See that? So get the library book. Perfect. And where would you like to deliver it to? So this will be a list of all of your devices. I have my iPhone registered here. iPhone. Okay? Hit Get Library Book and deliver it to iPhone. Perfect. Thank you, Roberto, for blah, 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 blah. Okay? Now, if I have Wi-Fi or even internet on my iPhone, which I do have the 3G, I just have to open up the software to read it. Now, for these devices, I'll talk about this a little later. For the iPhone, iPad, or Android platform devices, you have to download the Kindle app, the Kindle application. So I'll go to my Kindle application here, and it should be waiting for me. Okay? And there it is. Okay, Alice Monroe. Okay, that's it.
Excuse
Okay?
me?
Yes, sir.
You don't